Welcome back, everybody. This is Jackie O, and today our guest is Miyoshi Anderson, Executive Director of Pittsburgh's Fashion Week. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me here, Jackie.
Thank you so much for coming. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I've been a model for some time, and here in the Pittsburgh area, I've had a chance to venture out into other markets, via New York, LA, Atlanta, Miami, and I always seem to drift back home. And so...
like all Pittsburghers.
All Pittsburghers, yes. Home is where the heart is, right?
Exactly.
And of course, coming through those tubes, you see our beautiful skyline, and that's always comforting for me. But to continue on with me, yes, I've been modeling for the past several years, and I thought to do something really spectacular for the city of Pittsburgh.
Well, that's wonderful. So tell us all about Pittsburgh Fashion Week. Where did the concept come from? How did you go about organizing and getting people together and all those good things?
Oh, wow. It is a really huge endeavor, but nonetheless an exciting one. I'm enjoying all the journey of it. The concept of it came from me modeling and the lack thereof. Post 9/11, as everyone knows, things started to decline in certain areas and certain industries, and modeling was definitely one of them. Well, after assessing these things, coming back and forth in and out of Pittsburgh, being closely related to Mercedes Fashion Week, I thought, maybe we should have one here. Maybe we should bring one here, get the models working a little bit more, and that was really the catalyst to that. And of course, the designers here that are hardworking, they don't get a chance to show their wares a lot, and I thought, well, let's help them too. So it just sort of ringed out.
Now, was Pittsburgh welcoming to the idea of a fashion week? Was it a lot of work getting people together? I mean,
it's a lot of work.
Okay, I'm
yes,
sure.
It's a lot of work. It's the first time it's ever been done. Getting people involved was actually easy.
Okay.
Once the word got out, people were just all over the idea, especially those who are aspiring designers here in the city of Pittsburgh. Also retailers as well, and they just jumped on board. Also, other companies who thought, you know what, I'd like to invest in this as well, and they did. Getting it together, yes. Keeping it going, yes. It is definitely a journey. It's definitely a journey.
Now, what should we expect on Fashion Week?
Oh, 7 days of fashion-related events and fashion shows. It is going to be for all to enjoy. It's a social and cultural event. It's not just for your affluent status. It's for everyone. We wake up, we get dressed. It's fashion. Fashion is expression of you. So you're going to see throughout the week an opening extravaganza. You'll also see an international designer. We're going to do a show called Pink, commemorating breast cancer awareness with Susan G. Komen. I just want to backtrack. The international designer is Mr. Zhang Toy, who is a New York-based designer from Malaysia.
Oh, wow, okay.
And he is going to oblige us with his sneak preview of his spring collection for 2011. So that'll happen on Tuesday. So as we go forward, Friday and Saturday, back-to-back runway shows, also a marketplace so people can come in, set up a table, sell their wares, and also see back-to-back runway shows as you come through. And Sunday, to cap it off, Pittsburgh Fashion Hall of Fame, the very first. We're going to induct 6 fashion icons into the Fashion Hall of Fame.
And can you tell us who any of those icons will be?
Absolutely. Okay. We have Miss Barbara Cloud.
Okay.
Mrs. Jane Vandermaid, Mr. Joseph Orlando Sr., Arnold Zegarelli. We also have Naomi Sims and Neoli.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very
yes.
wonderful.
And they're all being inducted into the Pittsburgh Fashion Hall of Fame.
Now, can you give us a little insight into some of the Pittsburgh-based designers who will be showing their works?
This is really interesting because I knew that they were out there and they existed, but once I started to gather the database, I didn't realize how many designers were coming out of the hills of Pittsburgh, as it were.
There's something? Okay.
Yes. There is a designer who's from Pittsburgh. Her name is Bonnie Cipher. She has a collection called Janano. She does eco-chic wares.
Oh, very, okay.
Eco-friendly, either organics, recyclable things, beautiful. She's internationally known, so she does other fashion weeks throughout the country and throughout the world. So we have the honor of having her here. She's actually a Pittsburgh native, so that's actually very, very nice.
That's very wonderful.
As far as retailers are coming from everywhere. Oakmont, they're coming from Shadyside, they're coming from Sewickley. So we do have a wide spectrum of designers that are coming in and locked into time slots.
And where is it going to be held? Is it mainly downtown? Is it all over the city? What exactly are the venues for Fashion Week?
That's a great question. We thought about centrally localizing it, but I thought, this is the city of Pittsburgh. It's all ours, right? Yeah. So we do have some that are going to be downtown.
Okay.
The Heinz History Center, for one. The Omni William Penn, another. The Ramada out in Green Tree. So, you know, we thought to spread out a little bit, and South Side Works. Okay. So we want people to bridge and tunnel it, as it were, because it's all ours, right?
Exactly, it is.
We don't want them to just stay in their sectors. We want them to come out and see who else is out there. You know, it's one thing about going to a boutique or to see a specific designer that may be 12 miles away from you. You get that something special, right? So we want to expose them and highlight these retailers and designers to the public.
Now, how will Pittsburgh Fashion Week differ from, let's say, New York Fashion Week or Paris Fashion Week, or?
Oh, well, those are big shoes to fill. I really did not think I would put this on for 7 days. I really didn't. Oh, well, no, I shouldn't say that. At first I did. And then I backed off and I said, well, maybe I should do it for 3 days. And then I said, well, you know, with everything that I would like to do, maybe 7 days will do it. So alongside those other great cities that have been doing fashion weeks for years, I would say we are the only small city that's actually doing it for that amount of days, or for those amount of days. But I can't compare, because it's definitely a different caliber than what we have. But nonetheless, the city of Pittsburgh, we are who we are. And I think what I'm bringing to Pittsburghers will cater exactly to them.
Okay.
And help them grow in fashion and help them embrace it more. You know, we're a sports town. We used to be a steel town.
We can still be a fashionable town.
We're going to be a style town.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Now, what if somebody wants to volunteer? How would you volunteer for Fashion Week? What can the audience do to help?
Absolutely. We don't turn down anyone.
Okay.
Volunteers are very hard to come by, and our database is very extensive, which I'm very happy to say. They can go on to Pittsburgh Fashion Week on the homepage.
.com?
Yes, .com. And there's a link there that can lead them to signing up, getting into our database, and we'll go from there. We'll definitely put them in the right committee, as it were, whichever is in their field and what they would like to do. And there's 15 of them, so there's a lot to choose from. Well, we had to have 15 committees to take on this huge endeavor, so we can keep our I's dotted and T's crossed.
And what are the dates? We haven't got the dates.
The dates, most importantly.
We don't want people to miss it.
Absolutely. September 27th through October 3rd. And I'm just really excited to present this to the city of Pittsburgh, really.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing Pittsburgh Fashion Week to Pittsburgh. It was definitely needed. And
thank you.
I'm glad you're the catalyst for that. For a new beginning in Pittsburgh.
Yes, for new beginnings.
Yes, exactly. So this should be annually. So I'll see you back here next year.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miyoshi.
Thank you, Jackie.